In a small Texas town, nestled between sprawling fields of cotton and vast expanses of barren land, lived David Glenn Lewis, a man whose life was about to take an unexpected turn that would leave his loved ones searching for answers for decades. Welcome to our channel, where we delve into the mysteries of unsolved cases and bring closure to families who've been waiting far too long. Subscribe now so you don't miss out on this gripping story. David Glenn Lewis, a 40-year-old lawyer with a successful career in Amarillo, was last seen on February 1, 1993. He had just dropped off his car outside the Potter County Courts building and vanished without a trace. His wife Laura remembers that final conversation vividly. "David told me over dinner that he felt danger looming," she recalls, her voice trembling with the weight of unresolved memories. "He said something about needing to leave for a while, but wouldn't say where or why. Can you imagine the fear and confusion that must have gripped Laura as her husband's car sat parked outside the courthouse, empty inside? David's disappearance left his family devastated. His wife was left wondering if David had ever planned to return home. Did he slip away on a whim? Was he running from something or someone?" The day after David vanished, his car was found near the courthouse with all his personal items still inside. Keys, credit cards, and even his driving license. Meanwhile, in Washington state, over 1,600 miles away, investigators were dealing with their own mystery. On February 2nd, a hit-and-run victim was found on a lonely stretch of road. The man had been dressed in military-style clothing and work boots, odd attire for someone traveling such a distance. He died instantly from his injuries, but there was no sign of foul play beyond the accident itself. His identity remained unknown, leaving both families in the dark. Years passed with little progress on either case. Then, in 2004, something extraordinary happened that would change everything. A Washington State patrol officer, inspired by a news story about using Google to solve cold cases, typed David's name into the search engine and found a picture of him posted on an online missing persons site. The decedent's face bore a striking resemblance. Though David was known for wearing glasses, none were found at the scene. With renewed hope, the officer called Amarillo police with his theory. DNA samples were sent to confirm the identity. When the results came back positive, it was finally confirmed David Glenn Lewis had been found after 12 years of searching. But the answers only brought more questions. How did a lawyer from Texas end up dead in Washington? What drove him so far away from everything he knew and loved? And what threat was he running from? David's attire raised even more suspicions. Military-style clothing and work boots suggested he might have had some kind of survivalist mindset. But why would someone with a stable life suddenly choose to dress like that? Was it a last-minute decision or something planned out in advance? Laura still grapples with the possibility that her husband was trying to escape something sinister connected to his legal career. "He never spoke about any clients he represented," she says, her eyes welling up. "But I can't help but wonder if one of them caused him trouble." The case remains shrouded in mystery, leaving many questions unanswered. Was David's hit and run truly an accident? Or was it linked to the danger he believed himself to be in? Who could have been after him? As we reflect on this tragic story, it's hard not to feel a deep sense of loss and longing for answers that may never come. The cold case files remain open, but David's family has at least found some closure knowing what happened to their loved one. Thank you for joining us today as we brought light to the dark corners of David Glenn Lewis's disappearance and death. If this story resonated with you, or if you have any insights that could help solve other cases like this, please share in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so you can stay updated on more unsolved mysteries waiting for resolution. Let's keep these stories alive and hope for justice where it might still be possible. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell to never miss a story that could hold the key to uncovering long-held secrets. See you in our next episode, ready to unravel another mystery together.